Hello gentle folk, gentle beasts, and all creatures in between. I'm Traversing the Dark, and I'm happy you've chosen to join me as I continue on with my Let's Play of Morrowind. Where we last left off, we had just basically bullied Fargoth, helping our friend Hiskar find Fargoth's money, and from his life savings we got a ring of healing, which I might use because I'm a little bit low health and I do not have a healing spell. Although I could buy one from a real... But then my restoration skill, which governs healing, is not very high, so I reckon I'll just use enchanted items for that. Gonna sell some stuff and then we will see what quest we can do next, because we got this tax record from a dead bureaucrat, a dead taxation agent of the Imperials, which means someone has killed the local tax collector, and I think it's best to find out why. There's probably a reward in it for me. Let's sell this crab meat, get 7 gold, and the Wraith's Wedding Dowry, which is a book, and then some of this cuttle as well. Some of the plants I'll be keeping. Ectoplasm from the ghost that we killed, we'll sell that. Gives me a pretty penny.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
Now, are there any other spells that I want? Sanctuary can help you avoid getting hit, but it's generally not that cost effective. Jack of Trades, Fortify Attribute Luck, I won't be using that just now. Resist Magicka, I don't need that at the moment. Half Heal would be good, but potions are generally going to do that job for me. Or enchanted items like this ring. Enchanted items in Morrowind are essentially bound on equip. We've got Constant Effect Mentor's Ring, which is an item that will permanently increase our stats as long as we've got it equipped. But we also have this engraved ring that says cast when used. So enchanted rings are essentially your way of casting spells without being a spellcaster yourself, or if you're not particularly skilled in a school of magic. We don't have restoration, which governs things like healing as a main skill, so I'm going to be using enchanted items and potions to heal myself. Just clicked on it there. It says restore health 1 to 5 points for 1 second. So basic healing, I'll use it until I'm at full health, and there we are back at 40. Now, I am interested in whoever killed this tax collector. So we need to report this to the proper authority.
Any time now.
Which I believe is the Census and Excise office where we started the game. Hello there, Sususius Argala. Murder of Processus Vitellius. Murdered? What a waste. Processus was a good man. I've been wondering why we hadn't heard from him in the last few days. Obviously not worried enough to send out a search party, but they seem pretty understaffed here. Serenine, peekaboo, Sususius. Goodbye. Still, there are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Very, very good. Did you happen to find the tax money he'd collected? I hate to be so callous, but I do have a job to do. Bureaucrat. We'll be honest and say we found 200 septims. You did? How odd he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated, I can tell you that. I won't forget this, Karla the Cam. In fact, if you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murderer of Processus punished. Killing an Emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Excise office will pay you 500 septims. So you get more money if you are honest. But you also have a quest to do that involves murder. He's essentially just sanctioned me to find the murderer and kill him, not even bring him to trial. I always thought that was rather strange that this bureaucrat agent of the free and open empire of Cyrodiil, who control this land, would just basically sanction murder.
Go ahead.
So now we are going to question some of the locals. Indrel Raffrian. Are you looking for someone in particular? A little advice? What did she say? Just, how am I noob? Murder. Someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Faver over in the lighthouse. Oh, the woman whose book I stole. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. Now, this quest is an opening to the kind of social issues that Morrowind faces. The Dark Elven population don't like change. They don't like the imposition of new laws on their traditionalist society, and the expression of that is this murder, essentially. She's basically saying, oh, finally someone got him, because clearly an expression of imperial authority is an imperial tax collector literally taking money from them. Interestingly, Faver, though, is a dark elf, and it seems like she had a romantic relationship with Processus. No, tell me it's not so. He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months. I don't know what I'll do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice, and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. So why was he angry? Not even angry, I suppose. I saw him arguing once with Foreign Gilnith about his taxes. He thought Processus had been levying too much, and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous! Processus wouldn't have done such a thing. I'm sure of it. Please find out what happened, friend, and if you find out what became of Processus's ring, it would ease my heart. I gave him the ring many months ago, and it was dear to him. I would like it to remember him by. Yeah, it seems that there was a romantic entanglement here.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm sure you are, Faver. The irony, of course, is that this Imperial has been killed, but actually he had a good relationship with a Dark Elven woman. So on a personal level, it is a tragedy that he's dead. But we're now going to see if we can pay a visit to this Foreign Gilnith. Which shack is Foreign in?
I'm listening.
Irene Lemon?
Go ahead.
Indril Rathrian. And this Foreign Gilnith. So I'm actually going to rest because this might come to combat. I'm just going to wait for an hour to get my fatigue back. Hello, Teleri. Thank you, Teleri. It's early in the morning, which is fine for me. Time to question this guy, and I think I'll probably just prepare for battle. What can I do for you? Murder. That fetcher? You're damn right I did him in, and a good thing too. He was skimming a load of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off new clothes and jewels, so I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot with his ill-begotten gold still on him. It was a crime of passion, not economics. Oh, Forian. Goodbye, Forian. Now, again, like I said in my Morrowind video essay, there's no moral system. There's no, oh, good karma, oh, bad karma for this decision. This is a decision that we get to make. Now, this guy, we either think is deserving of his death, or we can let him go if we kind of side with this dark elf who says, you know, we have nothing to base this on. He says that this guy was flaunting his jewels in front of people, showing off all his money. If you remember, the only evidence that we have against that is that when we found Processus, he had no jewels on him. He had no money except his tax money, which Foreign has admitted to. So I think this is probably just a justification for some racialized hatred. And so it's no excuse for murder. Your punishment has been decided. You're one of them, huh? See this us and them mentality. Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Dark Elf. I've no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. Doesn't even care that we're the same race as him. His hatred for the Empire is too great. And so it looks like with a goodbye, combat begins.
There is no escape.
Ow. Okay, he's punching me. Unfortunately, he's messed with the wrong Dark Elf because Karla the Cam has got some magic. Oh, I'm using Frost magic because he's a Dark Elf and he's resistant to fire and he's dead. And he had Processus's ring. If anything, that ring was a gift, if you remember. It wasn't that he was flaunting that just to look good. It was a gift, the tragedy is, from a woman that he loved and he seemed to care for. Well, Foreign is dead, and there's one less racist in the world. I'm not gonna rest in his hammock. I'll take his money. Oh, I might take his hackle though. 30 gold per hackle though, leaf, I'll take that. It's just some basic ingredients. Oh, a soul gem! Okay! Alright, Foreign, don't dabble in necromancy too. Don't add that to the list of your crimes posthumously. So, now we have avenged the murder of the Imperial Tax Collector. It's time to turn in and get our double reward actually. Because not only have we helped out the Imperials, we have also helped out Processus' lover. Hi, Sususius. I heard you had been asking around about his murder. I'm glad to see this matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward, Karla the Cam. Good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to our Emperor. Now, it's a bit of a half-truth. I'm not exactly loyal to the Emperor of Tamriel. Karla just knows a good deal when she sees one, and her coin purse is 500 gold pieces heavy. It's a good start to our time in Morrowind. It's a shame these guards couldn't do anything about the situation, but there you go. In fact, the guards in this town seem pretty inept at doing anything, come to think of it. Can't get enough of that new skyscape over there. Anyway. Sedanine, I'm sorry, but at least you can rest easy that your lover has been avenged. You found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much, Karla the Cam. It's good to have something to remember him by, though I'll never see him again. Here, take this. He usually travelled with a couple when he was doing his job, but he didn't this time. If only he had. 2 standard restore health potions. It's a good trade-off. I would have sold the ring anyway. Now, if I was going to be a real asshole, I would kill her and take the ring back and sell it, but I'm not going to do that. She's suffered enough. Karla's not going to be that way. Karla cares about her people. Who the heck is that? Okay. One little secret in Sedanine that I'll show just in case anyone's not played Morrowind. Ta-da! An iron shard axe at the bottom of this stump. Who is this? Mudscale. Let me rest, Sarah. I've been diving for pearls all day and wish to bask in the sun. Don't see any pearls. I know what that... slaughterfish. Ow. Yes! The waters of Morrowind are not exactly the safest place, which is why water walking is a nice spell. You can see the damage these little guys are doing to me. Let's try and hit them. Ow. It seems I've angered a whole family of slaughterfish. Do you know what? I'm just gonna leave. Mudscale, you can get back to it when you want. He's definitely related to some kind of mod that I've installed. Now with that, folks, our time in Sedanine pretty much is drawn to a close. I'm going to see if I can heal myself a little bit. But before we leave, it's maybe worth talking to some other people and just seeing if there's any rumours around. We were told before by Ariel and by someone upstairs in this place, I think it was our fellow battle mage over there actually, that it's good to seek out bandits and kill them for experience and basically just to take their stuff.
If you want something, now's the time.
So I want to see if anyone's heard anything about maybe bandits nearby. The House of Earthly Delights in Surin. I don't think YouTube will let me show that. Carry a jug of Shijama, which is an alcoholic beverage that makes you essentially super strong. Pays to be alcoholic in Morrowind. But not for Karla. Karla is being good. Heard of any bandits nearby? Latest rumours? He saw a city in the water near Narmok. He's a drunkard though and spends too much time in the sun. I'll bear that in mind.
What is this about?
Some of the rumours you hear in Morrowind don't even get updated in your journal, and they are actually important rumours. What she's just told me about an underground city actually is true, but it's not something that we're going to deal with yet. Hello, Elderfire.
I suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate
you?
than myself.
Fuss about the Nerevrine prophecy was just silly superstition. I'm not going to listen to that just now. You look like you can take care of yourself. Why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasartus Cave? The names of places in Morrowind tend to be oversaturated with letters. It's right over there near the South Strider port. Yet these guards, look at them just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on there. Ah, we got some smugglers. Okay. Near the Silt Strider port. Oh, and if you're wondering, when she says the Silt Strider, that is this majestic beast here. Listen closely, you can hear its little call there. There it is. It's a giant flea. And this is the transportation system in Morrowind. People get around by riding in these giant fleas. You have to love it. It looks vicious. When I was a kid playing Morrowind, see how its legs move as well. It's so creepy in a way. I was absolutely creeped out by these big guys. But then I realised that they couldn't hurt me. And so I was fine. We'll be back to see that buddy soon. This looks to me like the cave that she mentioned, and I should sell that axe. Before I go in, I think I'll rest up a little bit just to recuperate. It's 12 PM. Time to slay some bandits. Our ring is fully charged up. See that charge there, 20 out of 20. So if we need to heal ourselves, we can. And I think I'm ready to fight some smugglers. Oh. Let's use this spark spell. Lightning. She seems a little bit confused. Wait, wait.
You will suffer greatly.
Done. Tanis Verefi. I'll take her key and her gold. I'll take her boots and her dagger. Little fire. You know, they're smugglers because they've rode in this boat. A good example of Morrowind's environmental storytelling. Now, I'll take it slow. I don't want my fatigue to go down too low. Oh! We've got someone. Cast the first spell, here we go. He seems a little confused himself. What is going on with this guy's AI? Can I cast the spell again? Boom. Okay, well, Miller Baram has been dealt with. These smugglers seem a little bit disorientated, maybe been smuggling some skooma and trying out their products. Oh. See those little discs that she's thrown at me? She's a marksman. But luckily, I like to run up and bash people. Ow. Have this. Oh, she's run out of discs. Now she's stabbing me. Oh! Jeez. Come on. Come on. Good hit. Oh. Oh, come on. Got her. Lockpick, probe, throwing stars. Ooh, steel wakizashi. Am I proficient with short blade? I've got it as a minor skill. Maybe I keep that wakizashi. That could be interesting. It's certainly better than my blunt weapon, but I kind of want to train blunt weapon. Now in Morrowind there's some illegal goods. Moon sugar is an example. Moon sugar's like a powerful Class A drug in Morrowind. It's used to fortify your speed, make you faster than a Khajiit. But it's also a prohibited material. Just like skooma. Skooma's valuable, but shopkeepers will not allow you to sell them anything if you've got skooma, because it's an illegal good. That tells us these guys were smuggling illegal goods. Therefore they're bad, and we can kill them, as per fantasy game logic. Just gonna heal myself a little bit. Took some damage in that fight. This little part of this cave is an opportunity for me to show off Morrowind's epic swimming animations. Look at her go. Look at that. There's a swimming animation. Let's get the weapon out, and it's realistic. Our breath meter. I'm gonna run out of breath. I'm not an Argonian who can breathe underwater. Standard rising force potion. What that is basically a potion of levitation. Could be useful. I'm very low in fatigue. I've got maybe one spell cast in me, so I might as well make it one of my better spells. Because there's a little rat here. Come on. Got him. I love how they just jump in a death spasm. Kill them. Go here. Next leather, some gold. I'm not going to sit and try and pick up all the gold. I don't play with a crosshair in Morrowind, which makes picking small things up easier. Just because it doesn't really add to the immersion for me. Next leather, pauldrons. I put them on just even for a bit of aesthetic at this point. That kind of works, doesn't it? Look at that. Go up this little walkway, and just before we're done, we get to explore a little something up here. We're gonna free the slaves.
You have questions?
I mean, not only were they smuggling illegal goods, they were smuggling all the illegal goods. Because in Morrowind, slavery is technically legal. And so I'm saving these slaves, let them go for you freed me, Karla the Cam. Karla the Cam is a good friend of Badargo. And if you go back here later on, you'll actually see that they've actually moved away, which is something really unique for a game in 2002. NPC behaviours actually taking place based on player actions. Now, I think what I'll do is just rest in this cave. Nice little fire for Karla to rest. And that is going to pretty much do me for this episode. In the next episode we're going to be moving on from Sedanine. We've done just about everything we need to do. Got some nice armour, we've made some good money, and I'm going to sell these items, I think, off camera to Aril just to get us a little bit more for our journey. We have been told to head to Balmora by the Emperor himself. Head to the town of Balmora and speak to a man named Caius Cosades. Now, I could take the Silt Strider to Balmora, all the way up there, but it's much more interesting to not have fast travel and to explore the lay of the land. So I'm going to make a detour in Pelagiad and then head up to Balmora for really the beginning of the game's main quest. So, thank you very much everyone for joining me for this episode. If you've liked what you see, then please give the video a like and comment if there's things that you'd like me to do. If there's factions you'd like me to join, I'm interested in hearing your feedback. And if you have been enjoying what you see in terms of my Morrowind content, just let me know what you enjoy about Morrowind itself. The response that I got to my video essay was honestly so humbling and incredible, and I'm just so pleased to see that so many people still enjoy this game to this day, and it's a pleasure to do this Let's Play series. So without further ado folks, thank you very much, enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and as usual, make sure to check under your bed.